welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Alberta. So today we are back in Seville. We have just sat down for like a late brunch, and then today we're gonna head to the Alcazar, so I can show you around that, and then gonna head to some of Seville's highest rated tapas bars tonight. So I hope you enjoy. So we have made it to the Alcazar, and just so you know, entry for general adults is €11.50 now, and if you pre-book or book a tour you can kind of skip the line, but at this time of year honestly the line isn't that bad anyway, so if you're not sure when you're going to go and you don't want to book a time in particular in advance, you can just turn up. So the ticket gets you entry into the palace and to the garden section, and for you Game of Thrones fans out there, the garden section is where they filmed most of the Dorne scenes. So we're gonna head to the palace first and then we'll take you to Dorne after that. Vamos? I've been trying to get some like spots, some footage of historical points for you guys, but there are just so many tourists here today. Don't come on Saturday afternoon if you can avoid it. But I just thought I would do like a quick update because we are in the Princess Garden again if you watch Game of Thrones. So this might be like a mostly Game of Thrones Alcazar trip today. Sorry if you're really into history, but it's just the way the cookie is crumbling. So now we're in the gardens of the Alcazar, and they're full of lemon and orange trees, as is pretty standard for Seville. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about the construction of the Alcazar because I think it's the most interesting part. So it was originally built, parts of it anyway, were originally built in the 12th century by Muslim Caliphate, and then it's been added to and changed and altered over, I guess it was the next 1,000 years. So it now has elements of Muslim and Moorish culture as well as Christian elements, and they all kind of merge together, and that's what makes the building so unique. But yeah, it's a really beautiful building and I definitely recommend coming if you're in Seville. Yeah, I thought I would quickly mention, if you can avoid coming in the afternoons, or especially on Saturday afternoon, definitely do, because tourist attractions in Seville aren't usually that busy, but today it's like a little bit crazy and it kind of takes away from the experience just a tiny bit. Evening guys! So after the Alcazar, we just kind of wandered back to the apartment. It was such a beautiful day. It was about 19 degrees and sunny most of the day, but once the sun went behind the clouds and the late afternoon kind of like low sun hit us, it started to get pretty chilly, so we headed back to the apartment. We're going to head out for tapas in a minute, and we're heading to Brunilda's, which is one of the top rated tapas bars in Seville. And if you don't already know, Seville is kind of like the heart of where tapas originally originated from, so it's a good place to go for tapas if you're wanting to try some authentic tapas. But I wanted to do an introduction here because it's often really loud in the tapas bars, and so it might be easier if I just show you the food and tell you about it after, but I wanted to introduce it before we went. And I also wanted to show you, on the way home from the Alcazar today, I stopped into Calzedonia and got myself another pair of awesome tights. I am so obsessed with them. They make me feel super 60s. I've actually been eyeing them off for a while, but the last few times I've gone in, it's been really, really hectic and busy in there because of the sales. So I finally went in and grabbed them, and I'm very happy with my purchase. Super obsessed with this brand. Anyway, I'll take you to dinner. I don't wanna give no more. Boy, you know my legs so sore. Falling after you on board. The way you fool with my head. Wish it was girls in your bag. As if demons involved, but I can't let you go. And I know the way you'll be on other girls, begging for pics and underwear. You wanted it, she popping with the blonde hair. White slim pixie. And I know if I give it you, we'll break in the most simple rule. Don't go hit a line and she with my crew. You'll be so confused cause you want me first, but baby that don't mean that it doesn't hurt. Just be all alone, you just wanted her. I was just a feeling, why'd you waste my time? Wish I knew that you were someone else. Still got hope for you somehow. You a bad thing, but I'm still down. In the phone with no one else around. I'm guilty, I'm a fool, but I'm too proud. Lavender yellow, smoke these blunts to keep them mellow. Coughing and it echoes when sobriety arises, so divided. You can't just slide it. Need drugs to hide it. Gets too authentic. Alright. So we just got back from dinner, and if you're wondering why I'm perched up in the exact same spot as before dinner, it's because I'm sitting literally like pretty much on top of the heater. It's quite chilly. Dinner was so delicious. We actually planned originally on going to 2 tapas bars, but the first one was actually so surprisingly nice that we ended up ordering more than we meant to, and I'm too full for a second sitting. But it was really good, especially because when we walked in I was a bit like, have we walked into a tourist trap? Because we were kind of there at tourist hour and there was a queue to get in, so before it opened there was a queue, so we had to wait to go in. Luckily it was only like 2 minutes walk away from our apartment, but yeah, it was really surprisingly nice, and all the food was really high quality. The only thing was probably the croquettes weren't as good as other ones that I've had recently, so I didn't enjoy them as much as usual, but standard was really high. The staff were all really friendly and really nice. Everyone spoke at least a little bit of English if you needed it, and they also I think have like a sister restaurant or bar that they kind of, when there was like an excess of people, they sent them over there. But yeah, it was like happily surprised, because I was kind of a bit like, oh, sometimes when you go to those tourist spots, they're not as good as the local spots. But yeah, that was a nice surprise. Anyway, I'm gonna head to bed soon, and I will see you all in the morning. Night. So this morning I thought I'd try a new breakfast bar down here, and it was one that was quite close to a couple others that we've been to before that have been really good. I thought I would show you that, but it actually wasn't really that good. It was cheap, which is always good, but it was like terrible service, and the food was fine, but it wasn't like nothing to write home about. So yeah, sorry about that. And now we're just going to go back to the apartment and pack up and head home. So I thought I would end this vlog now. I hope you've enjoyed it. Oh god, if you did, I'd love you to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all from somewhere else very soon. Bye.